Hi, I'm Monica Sanchez from Anaheim Public Library, and today we're going to make our own DIY crafts called Spark Joy with Jenga, where we're going to make our very own origami Jenga game. Sometimes it might be difficult to feel connected with those around us. We might get overwhelmed by what we see or read or hear about or other worries, but today we're going to shift our focus and dig into an easy way to connect with each other better and spark joy with Jenga. Today you'll need these materials: a piece of paper, 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, a pencil. You can also use markers, a crayon, colored pencil, whatever you have available, scissors, tape, a ruler, and a notebook or another piece of paper to write your ideas down. Okay, now we're going to draw lines like a tic-tac-toe board. So how we're going to do that, because it's 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters, it's the same on both sides. We're going to measure at 5 centimeters and 10 centimeters. It doesn't matter where you start measuring as long as you have those lines drawn, because then you can just finish drawing the line on both ends, and then you're going to turn it over and you're going to do the same side. Measure at 5 centimeters, mark it, measure at 10 centimeters, mark it, and finish drawing the line on both sides of the ruler. So now that we have our tic-tac-toe board, we're going to start folding. And first we're going to fold it in half to the second line. And then you're going to make sure your creases, each time you fold, go over your creases nice and tight so that when you're forming the block later, it's easier to put together. And then you're going to open it, and you're going to fold this part in half to the first line. And then you can open it again, and you're going to turn it around to the other side. And you're going to fold this part to the first line in half down. So that's the first step. The next step is you're going to turn it to the side that hasn't been folded yet. And we're going to fold it to the second line in half. Open it, and then you're going to fold to the first line in half. And then you're going to turn it on the opposite side. And you're going to fold to the second line in half. You're going to open it, and you're going to fold to the first line in half. And when you're done, you're going to take the whole paper and fold it in half. So now you can open it. We just have to do the folds that close the holes on the side. So we see that in the middle there's no crease in this rectangle part. But on here and here, there's 2 creases. We're going to cut off this end crease right here. So you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut off that extra crease. And so you'll be left with a crease here and a crease here. And now you can flip it over and we can start folding the corners. So what you're going to do, you have to fold the corner inward to create 2 triangles. And I will show you what the crease looks like when you open it. When you open it, it's going to have a crease that goes outward. And you're going to do the same thing to the other side. And now, you're going to, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes on each side. you're gonna fold the first 5 boxes in the same manner that you did this first corner one. So how you're gonna do that is, you can hold that down and just fold it over like this. And it's going to create an L shape. And keep doing that in the same direction, going this way, with the next square. And you'll see I still have the L shape. Keep doing it with the next one. You see the L shape, and the next one. And you don't have to do it to the 6th square. So now I'm going to flip to the other side, and I'm going to continue doing that same manner in the other side, and making sure it faces this direction. There's my L shape. There's my L shape. So this part is a little bit difficult because you just have to fold one square, but just make sure you can find the L shape if you're struggling. There we go. And now it's ready to roll up into a Jenga block. And now you're gonna turn it over and you're gonna roll up your paper into a block. So these should naturally fold in. This is probably the hardest part because you have to hold this block down while you let the folds go in. There we go. There's one side, and one side's done. So I'm going to take my tape now. And I'm going to tape it down because it's a lot easier than trying to tuck it in. And I'm going to fold this part in. Ooh, we got it. And I'm going to tape it down. So now I have a Jenga block. So now that you have your very own handmade Jenga block, you're going to do this as many times until you have enough. There are 54 blocks in an average Jenga set, so you can make 54 or you can just keep making some until your hands get tired. Now you're going to take a journal or a piece of paper and you're going to go ahead and write down as many actions or questions that you can think of. You're going to pick your favorite actions or questions and you're going to put them on your blocks for players to play during their turns. So Chloe, would you like to play?
Yeah!
I'll go first. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick one. And mine says, gain perspective. Share a voice you've been reading or listening to lately, a book, a podcast, or interview. So I wanna share Clap When You Land, which is a new book by Elizabeth Acevedo. And it's about 2 long-lost sisters who learn about each other when their father tragically dies on a plane crash. This book was very interesting and it's just written like the poet X in verse, and you can pick it up via curbside. Chloe, it's your turn.
Okay. Social distance high five.
Woo! And those are just some examples of how you can play the interactive Jenga game. You can also do that with other games you have at home. Or if you really like the origami side, you can check out more origami books at curbside. Thank you for joining me in making a unique Jenga set. Have fun, be kind, and keep digging for more ways to spark joy. And stay tuned for more virtual summer reading programs. You can check the full schedule at anaheim.net/summerreading. Bye!